Night and all that. Yeah, the light is a. I see more thing.
The light, you know.
Yeah, that's one. Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom. That's testing, right? Shalom. Nah, I'm much making. It in man. See the thing yet. Yeah, we like. But it make my city with it. Check it out, put it on. Alright, so that's testing. That's testing.
Yeah, they.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Yeah, but it's plugging that. Yeah.
Now we end it. Alright, so first and foremost, when I give our praises to Yahweh, right? Right, so once again, so outside to wake up the elect, the elect of Israel, right? You jump for the 4,000 right? First we move for the 4,000, right? Anything else? Let's start with anything, right?
The brothers from GMS Trinidad East. I know with us watch any time we living in just not the guy was talking about how these I think that the tribe at Issachar getting separated from the family members, and being forced into concentration camps.
That's right.
I know, and all that coming into prophecy.
That's right.
Everything is leading up to the mark of the beast because the elites of this world today they move by agenda, and one of the agendas is to actually push the RFID chip, and so how they separate the families now, this gonna cause a chaos because it has something called FEMA camps and stuff like that, and it will be taken against your will. So majority of the jakes who has been separated from the families, they're not even sure to see the parents again. The children being separated from the mothers, I already start to see it in the news. But at the end of the day, that's the most high judgment. The most high judgment upon our jakes. For as the scripture said, judgment will begin at where? The house. The house at Israel. And I think I have a scripture here. Because right now we're living in some serious times.
That's right.
Some serious times, and these jakes out there sleeping. These jakes out there sleeping. But we actually, as men of the Lord, we hopefully our eyes are wide open because we see actually what's going on. Because simple thing like that when they bring it on the news, it's not even getting pushed in the media.
That's right.
It's not getting pushed in the media. So while the whole world studying about World Cup, these things actually happening, and it's not going live stream, it's not pushing in the media. And the other day, Trump was saying that Trump was saying that they don't know how long it will be resolved for. And all this is going back to the prophecies. Always going back to prophecies, everything that's timing out in a nice time. And now while we here, we had to get ourselves right. Because we believe in the prophecies. You know? Is what happens. I Revelation 13 and every brother right now already also know the scripture by heart. You know Revelation 13 verse 16, and he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, small and great. Because when they actually watch the videos and they actually taking the children away from the parents and put them in FEMA camps, some of them was what in door kennels,
Yeah, can.
you know.
If you go on, watch up, if you go and dig up what is going on the border, this type of what's happening recently by the American border, Mexican border, and on Google, and you will see the pictures. You know, Google will always update the recent news, and that way you call recent news. Now, as you brother said before, they're not giving it worldwide. They're not broadcasting it worldwide because that would be a big topic. You know, you had them that will go against what is going on down there, right? So right now, what they're doing, they show the World Cup. You know, they had shakes into this World Cup heavy. They not time to hear nothing else other than who score, you know, or who's the best player at the moment, right? So an idea, we know the devil control the media, so they show you what it is, what they want to show you, you know.
The media come like the devil magic one because they have control over it. So them actually what they portray on the media actually program the people. You know, because here we in the time and of death and destruction coming near,
That's right.
our salvation coming near, and the media just putting things far from the truth, far from the truth. You know, because that was happening on the borderline. Putting things far from the truth, far from the truth. You know, because that was happening on the borderline. That is a major crisis. Like thousands of people getting drafted against their will. You know, and when I watch the news, I want to see in the news, they actually showing you some big fences with barbed wire and army men guarding it, and they're sending them in one by one. So when I go back to here, the scripture, and he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, both small and great. No matter how small, because children actually getting drafted too. They don't even know if they see the parents again. But we all know that not gonna happen because the end is near.
That's right.
Understand what I said?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
I want just like they say, it's just on the children. They Luke 21 verse 23. See, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck. In those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land, and wrath upon these people, and I distress because imagine the Mexican watching it, their kids and them in these camps and these kennels. And I what he saw doing, he causing distress on the land. And I just prophecy and just as what Brother Lamar say here, he said that is what that the prophecy we believe in. Because this is written in the scripture how long ago. And so that yeah, because I'm just as I was on work the other day I was talking to a cook and he was telling me about crime and thing and his more about politics and party. I say you can politics can't stop this from getting worse because if the scripture say evil men shall wax worse and worse. Nobody can, no politics, no government, no party can bring back prophecy from fulfilling.
Right.
And that we accuracy believe in the prophecies. So just as how we see it, this is just what playing up in the scriptures.
And that is just what separates us from the rest. Because we rely on this. We rely on the prophecies to actually tell us the time.
Right.
You know, because that the scripture said, measure the time diligently within itself. So means,
Right.
you know, because that the scripture said, measure the time diligently within itself. So we see the prophecies being fulfilled. We know the time near. We know the time near. You know, and that just separates us from the rest. And I think it's in Luke 21 when they say that's roughly paraphrasing. Don't be caught up into the affairs of this world to sidetrack it and because we're really supposed to be on the news right too every day. Because the prophecy is being fulfilled rapidly. You know? And hey, every time we see the structure, we say, Kalahari, our pastor, me outside.
Right.
Because we know the Most High Kingdom is near. We believe that the Most High Kingdom is near. Because we really want to get out of this evil, wicked place. So all these destruction and all these things coming up, they say like, no, it have to end. The end of this white man rule. The so-called white man. This world it have to end. So when you see Jake getting like going back to the on the American border, the Mexican border, getting drafted into FEMA camps and concentration camps and stuff, it have no release. Because here Trump lying because the scripture talk about the serpent, the father lies, and here Trump lying to the world and saying they're doing what all they could do to actually bring the children back to their parents by actually dragging them into FEMA camps.
It's a video circling where the border patrol, they don't even want the father of the child, you know. They don't even want the father hug your own son or your daughter, but they're talking about bringing them together, or something.
This was going back to because they say that war going on right on the border. They say this second Ezra chapter 8 verse 15. Say for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, because they didn't take heed. You understand? We out there, day in, day out, even weekends, different camps around the world, and we spreading this word, we spreading this message. And even when we out there, you see them walk past with their head high.
That's right.
They don't care at that point in time.
See, shalom to the brother on the comment board. See, Kalalari or Bashami Oshai, Rakata. The brother on the comment board.
And just to add, before you continue, second exercise, just to add, the Most High going to catch you, Jakes, because this is the Most High judgment upon the tribe of who? Mexicans. So for Mexican, because why? The love and the Jesus, the love and the hate Mary. Understand? The deep in that. The deep in idol worship.
Right.
So the Most High going to get you.
That's right.
Although we will feel sorry because spiritually we be brothers, but not in our right mindset now. Because that's all the judgment. And it's going to get worse. When I read Daniel the 12th chapter, started from the first verse. Anybody have that? I can go finish this. You think that?
Next precept is second Ezra 7:20. For there be many that perish in this life, because this is what coming to you, Jakes. You can't perish. You go in and feel it hardcore, the 2/3. You 2/3 and feel it real hardcore. Right? He said, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of power that is set before them. Right? So for power had given strict commandments to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. So nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things.
And imagine vain things. So-called Christianity, so-called praising Mary, the rosary. Is that rosary, eh?
Yeah,
a rosary. The cross and all them things going back to idol worship. One of these Mexicans is heavy on that.
Most of the Latin tribes, they believe heavy on Mary.
Even
they come like they put Mary above Jesus and her sword because they believe on the womb, the fertility. Because you see like the Mexicans on a gun, they have Mary on it. You know, certain guns they chrome it with Mary.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
just the tattoo Mary on the body.
Yeah.
You know, so they're heavy into that idol worship.
So if the Most High going to get you, the Most High going to get you because His way is perfect.
Done.
His way is perfect. The Most High don't forget. So that's why we was never sent on the side to actually glory. We was actually sent on the side to actually live in fear. And not in fear of man, but in fear of Yahweh Basham yourself.
Done.
You know, because as we read the book of remembrance, we actually remembering who we are. So we can actually remember the so-called Mexicans from the tribe of Issachar. And the Most High actually dealing with them, making the white man, which is his sword, jack up the tribe of Issachar. You know, and it's going to only get worse. Because anytime that borderline actually open, and I feel the Most High go and actually put the spirit of more Mexicans actually go on to that borderline.
That's right.
You know, when they actually watch the videos and the images, why need a whole army base out there for? To actually rough up them and separate them from the family.
That's right.
You know, because they know that when they separate a man and a child or a family member, they become weak.
You come like you're removing the backbone.
Exactly.
Because it's the man that set the house in order, not the woman. The woman can't set the house in order.
So when these Jays go up in them concentration camp, where they feel going to happen? The slaughter and death, it's
right.
torment,
Sure.
it's torture, experimenting on them. You know? Yeah, very peaceable.
This piece of it just to go to the where I was saying concerning like the Mary and as normal was saying the rosary and thing that one. And also concerning Trump when he's saying that he's trying to bring back the little kids, right? For the parents and thing, right? It's the Jeremiah 7 verse 8. It says, behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. It says, will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not? And that is exactly because they're worshiping other gods that they don't even know. Just like as you were saying, they're playing the engraving Mary on guns, the putting tattoos on the body of Mary, you know what I mean? And they're also believing in them doctrines and them in the churches, and also believing concerning Trump, we say, you understand? Because you know why? Because of gullible.
That's right. Because I remember too, if it was one of the things that sent him outside to rat, it was Israel going on to other gods. Because
Jealous power.
jealous power. It's about outside of the tree. You know, and that's a real heavy thing too. That was sending outside to rat, you know, how they mean different judgment. When judgment that pass when you need this as well. When the white men come upon the land and kill them. And so for the Mexicans and so forth, they receive it. You know, each nation receive each tribe of Israel receive the judgment and receiving the judgment up to this day, right? Because each one go against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. None of the tribes was perfect. All went off. Down to the head, which was Judah, right? So they went off. That's a piece of it.
Daniel, right? After
This is Jeremiah 44, right? Jeremiah 44, I'll start from verse 18. I'll start from 17. Matter of fact, 16, it says, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth. You know, and that one with no jigs. They don't want to hear what does the Lord spoke or what does the Lord write. They just want to do the things that coming out their mouth. You know, like you'll be breaking on scriptures for a jig, and they will be like you interpreting it wrong. You might even get them the Bible to read, you get any precept to read, and they will be bawling, hey, that's wrong. So what they want here is the scripture saying, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goes forth out of our own mouth. So it's what made them feel good they would do. You know? It said to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, which is the Queen of Heaven, like if you go back into the deep history of Mary, let's go back to Saramis, right? Go straight back to Egypt, right? That is the Queen of Heaven, that we all consider the Queen of Heaven. That would worship, and heavy onto the Latin side, Israel, the Latino side of Israel, right? They worship heavy the Queen of Heaven, right? So it's a to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, because if I go back into if I go into the Latino the heritage at the moment, if you watch how the idols set up, they set up the idols and they burn incense towards Mary and so forth. If the camera wasn't so bad, I could have picked them up to show you. They actually set up idols. They have Cinco de Mayo, which is in Mexico, where they worship the same Mary, so forth, the Queen of Heaven, and they burn incense. And I just to show you the scriptures was talking plain out how Israel went out. They say the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Yeah, and we have say the Queen of Heaven and pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. So all the tribes do it. It says, for then have we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey,
to the
shalom,
brother
shalom, 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 right? Diam.
I hold it
Watch out.
like pastor.
Right? So get back on this here. He said, but since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, and we have wanted all things, and we have been consumed by the sword and by famine. And that's what should we leave Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to that's roughly paraphrasing on the topic we were talking about, which was the Mexicans by the border, right? The tribe of Shaka and what they're going through right now. They say consumed by the sword and by famine. The things they're going through right now, is because of what they do.
Sure.
You understand? They will receive the judgment upon them what they do. Because the Lord didn't forget and the Lord will change. If the Lord state that, hey, this had to happen, it will happen. And we going off and we know we don't receive judgment for this. So we have to receive it. Right?
And I did the example of a consumed by his sword.
Yeah.
The sword is so, the Most High sword is so. Happy
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. What are we going to do?
Ready to seven.
This Isaiah 1 verse 3, right? It said the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib.
Yeah.
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they are forsaking the Most High Yahweh. And yeah, they're forsaking the Most High Yahweh because if they worshiping other gods and things, right? Which is no gods, right? They're deep in that. You know what I mean? So they're forsaking the Most High Yahweh, Hashem Yoshai.
Right.
And they're using these same scriptures to do to worship other gods as well.
That's right.
You understand? So they're forsaking the Most High Yahweh and the word.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They have forsaken the Most High Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are going away backward. And as you brother said, that's why they're going through what they're going through right now, at this present moment. That's why because they're forsaking the Most High Yahweh, Hashem Yoshai, and they're going away backward. You know what I mean? They don't want to follow they don't want to do what in the scriptures. That's what they did before, that's what they're paying for now. You know what I mean?
The Most High don't forget you.
Can, because all are part of the Most High rock.
That's right.
Yeah, you done with it?
Yeah.
That's read Micah 7, verse 9 quick the way after.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah, he had it Daniel. Micah 7, Micah chapter 7, verse 9 I think.
This is Micah 7 verse 9. He said, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
Yes, and I would be doing. You know, but when they come into this truth, they actually come to a place of repentance because we actually understand that we went off. We went off as a nation. We went off as a people. You know, started over there.
You see, this is Micah 7 verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
The indignation is in the righteous judgment of the Lord. Because however the Messiah, however Hashem Yahshai choose to deal with Israel, it will be righteous.
Yeah.
Because of the acts of Israel, of the acts of our people. What the acts of our people? When they actually understand who is the Israelites today, what are the wickedness of our people do? Especially in these churches. And these churches were actually set up to actually program these jakes from a young age, centuries upon centuries. So when they actually read something out of the scriptures towards them, they buck up against it. You understand? So bring it in, finish it there.
He said, because I have sinned against him
Yeah.
until he plead by cause.
Until he plead the cause, meaning what? Until the Most High actually brings salvation unto us. Until we actually fulfill our judgment, then the Most High fulfill our judgment until the Most High say, all right, enough is enough. When the elect being sealed and the 144,000 and the hope for the elect, you know,
That's right.
when the salvation actually reaching with the chariots, that when our, you know, the lifting of our burden, then the lifting of our curses,
Deliverance.
the deliverance, the redemption,
Redemption.
the redemption, you know, because even in, I think it's Luke 20,
21.
Luke 20, Luke 21, and that one of them, they say, when they say all these things are coming, like chariots and stuff like that, they say, look up, raise your head, because redemption joy nigh. You know, so when they say, we finish it up,
Alright, he said, 9 verse, Micah 7 verse 9.
Nine.
Here. He said, and I have, because I have sinned against him until he plead by cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light.
yeah, bring a forth of what? The truth, the knowledge of the truth. You know, because even though if we're still in the truth, we're still going to judgment here. We're still going to hell here.
In
Even
fact, when you're here on this earth, you're in judgment.
you're in judgment.
Always the place of
Under the
judgment.
sun.
Yeah, and it's a place of judgment. So once a year, you're in judgment.
And I did knowledge of the light of the truth. So actually, when you know these things now, actually you actually program in your mind now through the spirit that you was never sent here to prosper.
Yeah.
You was never sent here to prosper.
And that is too straight, yeah.
Like a picture with a quote. And ever since I see picture with the quote, it always took on my mind. Is a picture with a person body with the spirit leaving the body, right? You actually see the spirit going back up into the heavens. And the quote upon it was, we are not just humans, but we are spirits just going through a journey. And that's true, because we going through a journey, and our journey is to come back onto righteousness.
Right.
You understand? That journey is to come back onto 2 years of Hashem Yahushua. So every time that one quote always that picture this I could every time remember it or just think about as the spirit that picture just come up on my mind. I just say, yeah, the journey the spirit going through is to come back 2 years of Hashem Yahushua. And to come back being righteous. So when it's time to actually go up, when it's time to be redeemed, you're righteous. That's the journey that the righteous journey you're taking. You know, then on that journey, then come back to the Lord. You know, one thing here you going on this judgment. Like there's the same money can buy your happiness, and it's true. It's true because you could go on some countryside and a man could be living there for 80 years, and if you ask him how things was, he could tell you he live a good life. You go and ask a celebrity who have $100, he might tell you, "Way, you know, price of fame, the price of this, it really don't buy it. It really don't buy the happiness. And what kind of happiness you go and get here? What kind of happiness you go and get here? The happiness you are here is this truth. And actually knowing that, hey, the Lord wake you up to this truth.
Yeah, that sentence.
Yeah, that sentence.
When you live here in the life and go into the spiritual realm, Just be at peace, just be paradise. You just never want to come back here.
When his spirit come back in your scribe, and when he come back as a spirit through regeneration in your scribe, first thing is when you come on a woman's scribe, tears because when you come back to this wicked place.
Place our face, place our burden, place our curses, and a born curse one time.
One time.
As in you.
I didn't know you're born curse one time. So that right now, when the scripture says we were I think it's Micah. Micah said we will bear the indignation at the most time. That's what we're doing right now. We actually bearing it because when the Most High actually come back with his real judgment, that have no excuse these Jake can give. So that might go be righteous judgment.
That's right.
Because everybody right now know about the Israelites and who the Israelites are. They're all over YouTube. The four corners, we getting slandered from every church now. Everybody, all of a sudden, everybody have a problem for what we say. Everybody. Even on Facebook and all.
Yeah.
And they love to live with black. And the black terrorists and all the black Hebrew Israelites and the black. Well, right. At least all they know who we are. All they know who we are, so they have no excuse. But they'll be seeing camps all over the place, as the brother was saying earlier. Men on the corner preaching. You know? But at the end of the day, those darkness cover the people and the Most High have it that way.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's why the fight now is only for the elect. And the hope for the elect will also push to the end. Because that was the Most High were men, the Most High were army and men. A righteous men. Not to be puffed up in spirit and more physical. But it's the sincere heart towards the Father and above, you know?
Watch, I want to make a call anyway. Call him right now. Alright, just one. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Apa ini on the mic on the live here. Go ahead.
Yeah, boy. You hear me?
Brakatayo, Shai.
Yeah, Odie, I can do it, man. Hey, Steve, boy. This one the main vibe, B.
Now we good on these sides act, you know. We never let the Heavenly Father yeah about some of shy, you know.
Guys. Hey, yeah, just come off the street there, so I was, I just see when the man for you doing a live stream.
Fine.
Kanak. Yeah.
Right, so I just wanted to add my 2 cents. It's possible, everything long. This is Job 13 and 15. It says, "Though he slay me, yet I lay trust in him.
Fine.
But I will maintain my own ways before him."
Mm-hmm.
He says, "He also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him." So the reason why is because you mentioned Micah 7 and 9, it's right? And this should be Lord doesn't want a hypocrite before him. Right? That way the scripture says in Corinthians, when it says Psalms 11 that they need that it may be a new love. Because in this truth, you know, the old man has to be washed away. You know what I mean? He told the demons that you're gonna be born again. So this truth is not a once a week thing, it's an everyday thing.
Kan.
Right? So in this war, we can Lord's gonna chastise us because he loves us. He said do that in the book of Hebrews 12 and 20. And he has forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor fear lest thou art rebuked of him. Right? Because the him says in Torah, you look at the church is not give temptation. Right? Because remember the Lord coming to judge the whole world, huh? But he's putting us through these different trials and tribulations so he won't be condemned with the world. Right? So he is saying you gotta remember how we did in travel, how we did in life. Understand?
Son,
Gone.
It says, for whom the Lord loveth sharpness, the Lord loves you. You understand? You can shoot anything at all, the Lord loves you. You understand? If something you do, you want correct, you put you through this trial and tribulation to get out holiness. You understand? Or if a brother come and tell you something, you do basically, that's from the most heavenly Father. Right? It says, for whom the Lord loveth sharpness, and created every son whom he receiveth. So, hey, each one of the brothers in that room, you receive my attention. You can't put this ministry lightly. You understand? This is the only thing that makes sense to the word, man. You know what I mean?
son,
Because if you endure chastening, the more so you really with you as his son. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So all of you men in here are sons of the more son. I should like a period about it, right? You know what I mean? So always remember, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, chastity because he loves you. You know what I mean?
That's right. Gone.
It says, but if you be the full chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons. You don't want the Lord to keep you here. Because you know that in Masculine, he was gathering all the fish of the sea, and the ones that was blind, he was thrown back into the sea. You know what I mean? You don't want to be one of the ones that he threw back into the sea. Okay? So, he was saying that he got remember. But I can let you go to continue, or you just sit back and listen and learn. Because I've been through things, I ain't know the word, just giving me short for the men. You were going on, you were everything angry. You know what I mean? You walking in the spirit, and you ain't giving up. Okay?
That's right. Rakata.
yeah, and that was the brother was saying, the brother quoted the scripture in Job. Said, though he slay me, yet he put his trust in him now, boy. You know?
Gone.
And go back to what? We bear in the indignation of the Most High because we actually come to a place of repentance when we come into this truth.
That's right.
We actually know that we trespass against the Most High. You know, so and that will separate us from the rest. Because we're not here to actually make it here. When it comes to the light and the knowledge of this truth, we have prison sentence.
Gone.
You can never be comfortable here.
It's Peter talk about the being in chains. You know the chains. And that was talking about the fallen angels. Was talking about us, the body. You know, the body.
And nothing good in his flesh. So a man not really supposed to glory in his flesh neither. No, because it's not by a man's will or by a man's strength. But that's how the Most High have to deal with you. He might give brothers more, he might give brothers less. But at the end of the day, they'll be thankful and grateful that you know the truth about Yahweh Hashem Shai.
And just adding that go back to Matthew. He said he gave one 10 talents, he gave another, 6. So it's really up to you now to take the little and the most I give you and make the best out of it.
Make use of it. Because at the end of the day, everybody working for the same penny. The same penny, the same penny, same spread. Because you watching another brother here, but you don't know who's that brother to regeneration. And our next deep topic, you know, but
No many people believe in that regeneration. Yeah, that regeneration there's send them mad. You know, we not regenerating into no rabbit or into no bee. No, it's not that not the regeneration we're talking about. No regeneration, but the same the spirit come back in our body. Right?
so you see why it was important to establish churches from back then to put seeds in the people in them head. So that teach the children and they'll teach the children and about health doctrine and what is health doctrine. Any topic, go back to the Daniel 12 now. Chapter
This is
1.
Daniel 12, chapter 1. And it say here, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth before the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to do that same time.
And that trouble is coming as Jacob trouble. You could actually imagine looting in the streets. You could actually imagine people's houses are being on fire to have nothing to eat. You know, people can't even walk the road because them will be targeted to eat it, to eat. You know, and all this could be the spirit of the Most High, how passion outside.
That's right.
The spirit of vengeance will be heavy on these jakes especially.
Because it's in Suraxi, that spirits are created for vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
And then them spirits must come. They even go back to Psalm, I think it's Psalm 74, talk about their evil angels that will be sent to plague them. You know? And the things are going to come on this land. That way you see the little children in a dog cage.
They joke.
They joke. And the scripture says the beginning of sorrows. You know? Yeah, it's a sorrowful thing to see. We want people, but it's a worse to come. You know? Like I was watching the reporter. I was watching the reporter talk about it, right? And she started crying. You know? But it's an Edomite. It's an Edomite reporter, like fake tears. Really actually like fake tears. She don't really care. She had a report, she had a report. She had a report, she had a report, like fake tears, just to make it look like, you know, something, you know. They're already hyping in media because what they want to do is cause an insurrection, cause the people to uprise. And Trump and them will do, they go do with this to make people uprise. You know? So they when they call it martial law, it just to cause chaos.
So that go the casting at one. No, put it that way. When Trump called a martial law, it's because he called it because the people
Yeah.
uprising.
Yeah, uprising.
And it's them who make the planet, the plan out that unrest. Them think them plan out already, you know. These elites, the real diligence and searching the work. Because they do everything step by step.
Say that they're gonna better.
A perfect grease machine to the help of Yahweh Samuel. Can believe that. But the most I get on that spirit, you know, search what a matter diligently. So none of you jakes can get away.
Wiser than Daniel.
So only way you can get away is through the truth. And the spirit and hope that you are counted worthy at the end of the day. And that way faith come in. And your faith, exercise faith.
And I see the most there's no do things just so that but you just seven one and two.
Yeah.
And that why you was 24 colors, the wood pushing 24 colors a year, and that we all said the other night. They have no excuse of not hearing the word.
Yeah.
That's how because the word pushing 24 colors a year. So they cannot say that they never heard the word. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Say, I'll go from second Ezra 9 verse 6. I'll go from verse 5, right? He said, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Said even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. Right? He said, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land.
So that before you continue the act, see what the scripture says? By works and by faith. And how faith comes? By hearing the Most High, the word of the Most High, how
The right way. The right way.
Proper.
And now I am.
And not only Salakia, not only by hearing, also by doing.
They will exercise in the faith. When they do.
James 1:22.
And that's why the Most High put, they see men out there as teachers on the corners. So you know they could bring that word, they could bring that refreshment. You know, to actually wash the spirit of the elect then.
Yeah.
Like a baptism, a spirit of baptism now body. To wash the spirit of the elect, that they could be fresh, they could be clean again. You know?
Yeah. That's right. Let's read over the people. They say the signs and wonders because before being a preacher, I was going to say something similar to that number. Right? So when I hear that say it.
This is 2 Ezra 9 verse 6. It said, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works.
It's a plain beginnings. plain beginning. So you will show you certain things plain out in front of you.
Can.
You know, just to draw reference to that, just before the brother bring it all on through my mind, was that the most I showing you little pickings, showing you little ideas of war, little ideas of insurrection, little ideas of diseases, little ideas of plagues, giving you little things you know where it is going to come. It's actually going to see all the things crumbling, you know, until it crumble. It doesn't go make it come one time, boom, show you, because most of it's work with time, you know.
No, I say it can.
Can't even just start because the scripture also says those that have eyes to see, let them
And
see.
see,
And
yeah.
those that have eyes to hear,
Yes.
let them
Yes,
and
yes,
those that have ears to hear, let them hear.
That's
You
right.
know? So the only sound that you can really see this thing is if it is in this word, if it is in this book. Otherwise, you'll be blind. Gross darkness will cover you.
And that is why when we look at the pushing prophecies.
But what 2018 is the year of prophecy,
Yeah.
you know, and we actually see the prophecies playing.
People getting drafted to FEMA camps and stuff like that.
Drafted into FEMA camps.
That's not.
No, just remember, they used to laugh and scoff at us when you say that on the street. We used to say, boy, them mad.
FEMA
We
camps.
be mad. It's on a concentration camp and thing.
Can't
And we have to do the same thing coming out, boy.
Are plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works. He said, and endings in effects and signs. Now, I won't go into that word effect. You understand? Because if it is doing a video or maybe a DJ, you know, and you're putting on effects, it does work. It is hyperpacing. You understand? So, the most time, going and put some effects in this movie. You understand? So, you got hyperpacing.
Like that way you see it and the brother popping coming board the Trump Space Force. That like effects, like certain things, you know.
All of a sudden, you want that space force over there.
Yeah.
Not all of a sudden, it was happening from before, but he just passed the thing to let everybody know. You know that these fuckers, these elites real smart, boy.
Alright? It says 9 verse 9, second verse 9 verse 9. It said, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. Right? And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So yeah, right now you see that they're separating the men from the children and the wife, yeah, they're not pitiful case.
Yeah.
But when thing was born after, you saw started tormenting them.
And he tormenting them already. If it was your video, when they come and drop water on the border for the fathers who come in, the border patrol come and throw the water out and then they busting out the bottle and things so they have water and everything.
And to begin with, to the separation, that is torment already.
Yeah, the separation, torment. Yeah, because all little child at the age of 4 or 5 to be away from his mother and father, you know,
Like chaos.
like chaos.
Even women without a head, without a man controlling them, where the thing is going. Total chaos.
We're going to feel what happened to that woman and them in them concentration camp.
Yeah.
And what get ravished all them men, all them so-called.
Women that don't have a head over them. What else end up going on? They have 2, 3 men. They're out of control. So you have nobody over them, hey, this is the right thing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So you can never tell them. They might separate the man from the woman and she might go across on that side. You know, woman, it's never saying that woman is the ultimate survivor. You understand?
The ultimate predators.
The ultimate incubator that is for them.
Right? So she'll go across on her next side and she'll just maybe study to save herself.
The white man what said? Game 10.
Double
WD-40.
Because you know when you watch like slave movies, you see it. They see the same thing. They bring them in the house to help them, and all of a sudden, yeah, they start to interfere them. But when the slave now come to the house, you know, she or that, hey, you do that. Go so, take, after the man side, take. You understand? The see the slave movie.
Because she feel like she's trying to get power in
Yeah,
because now she rock with
Yeah, because and I respirator because that all go back to what the serpent and Eve. Yeah, same place, same history playing out again.
She rocking East a long time.
Them rock with that. See them do the East, so them put in their mind the so-called Israelite man can't please you. He had nothing here to get.
That's why you see most J women going for them so-called white men and them. Like
Yes.
especially from the Caribbean.
And even just hard because
Because you can't, so like,
Yeah,
you can't watch a jail come out and say that the white man is the devil, the so-called white man is the devil, or the so-called white man is a cracker.
What?
That's a big storm for them there because they don't want to hear that. They're protecting.
like blasphemy in the head.
Yeah, they're standing up for the so-called white man.
Yeah, like blasphemy in the head.
Let us show the curses that the most I Jack we have read as a nation. So we own woman against we too.
That way they can't go here. Because
Yeah,
the
son.
put a curse on them with his skull. Put all of the wickedness on him to do. The watching a brother do a video that recently that was a woman where she look at Judah woman. She take out a man, she used the man, she came out to dinner and came out and she put all she on the Instagrams, putting up that's using this man for what he have and the man that he came out to dinner, buy food, buy whatever she bring him back home and she run him. She messaged him back and tell him, hey, what I do is just use you. That's what I want to do, use you. And that just show the mentality of Jake woman. You know, and she get picked up for that other woman go, yeah, use them sister. Use them black queen. No, use them black bitch. Because when the time come, when the time comes, they should just say rise you woman of ease. And that time to come when men try to say themselves, they have time for you. They not time for you.
And some of these punk men will be out there getting sorry for them.
And let's refer to our situation, right? That was basically we were saying like we're trying to have a multitude of women, right? Multiple women, the conversation. And this type of thing is only evil.
It's in a group of women much evil.
Yeah, much evil. Because really actually when I group of women together, right? Them talking about all kind of wickedness in them. Majority of the time.
So that's why we as hopeful men, well, the hopeful elect, we don't pay them no mind because we don't think in spiritual, because we don't know we can't save them. So let them think and let them talk what they have to talk, boy.
You very analyze there.
Like no baby man always. We don't really and one thing what is that we don't really bash no woman. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what it is. Other than off. We don't need to do that. Yeah, so much so you know, they could never get this true understanding.
Like this is draw metaphor like when you brother say you in the midst of woman in much people, right? They should just say but I not take it. And this will show you how different a woman is. What's the reference to Joe Edom and America too? Now woman. So that just to show you how wicked it is. You understand? That just to show how wicked it is to draw a reference to a wicked nation. A wicked people, to a woman. You don't understand the heights the Lord comparing them with him. How wicked it is.
I think it's about a philosophy about to say that all wickedness is but of little.
Yeah.
So all the wickedness of America is a little. All the other countries is little to what America boy. The wickedness of America do boy. Just using it as a metaphor. Yeah, but it was nice, a nice metaphor.
Well, that's why I said, like, considering we got the topic now, considering the Mexican, the Mexicans are, we actually, we, from, as a matter of fact, from before corners of the year, we was preaching that already concerning FEMA camps and things.
Yeah, can.
You understand? We was already preaching that years before, as a matter of fact. You understand?
And so that, let's add it. And even the apostles and the elders was preaching that years before.
But yes, it's scam. That's it. You understand? So it was preached years before. So going back to what I was saying is they have no excuse now. And that is why they will say, like you were saying, when we were on the sheets and we say we bring up prophecy, they will say, my other man, or no, I don't know what happened. Understand? I want to preach that.
They go moonwalk on ICB.
Yeah, God. There's Ezekiel 2, start from 3, right? It said, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to the rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. You understand? So even unto this day, they stuck in that transgression, they transition against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? So that's why we're all day. And we bring up prophecy. You remember they stuck in the transgression. So they will be like, well, the man or not, that don't want to happen. Because they stuck in the transgression where they enjoying it now.
So that's
You know what I mean? I'll go down to verse 4, right? It says, for they I imputed children as departed. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus say the Lord Almighty. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. So really actually, as I was saying, they don't have an excuse because the word already pushed them to the four corners of the earth.
And anytime I did the structure, the most I will actually make them remember so they will know that had a prophet among them, but the most I will bring me back in remembrance that the one saw men preaching on the corner.
That song I used to sing for my time. I used to laugh. It's a J. Cole song. If she don't want to be saved, don't save her. If she want to be saved, don't save her. Right? And now that's what it is. If they want to be saved, yeah. Okay. So be it. We don't know what it is.
Right.
You know?
Back to the
That's one I got precept to bring, right?
Yeah.
You say because even when, as you say, when they go out on the sheets, they don't want to hear, right? He said, my people are destroyed for a lack. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. He said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. He said, I also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, right? So the Most High will reject thee, because what did two-thirds do? They persecute them. They scorn them.
That's right.
You know, some even talk about, hey, a common man kill all there. Yo, most I taking record at this.
I don't know.
This is why you jakes have to face the judgment you'll face. Because you're wicked. Even when the Messiah take you out of Egypt and you went in the wilderness, what they do? They move against the Messiah. They say what? They bring me out there to kill me. It's better we just serve the Egyptians.
and I'm the same spirit here today.
And as many times
That's a total wicked revolt. Revolt.
what time the Most High take them out of that Egypt, man? How much time you take to deliver them, man?
But
And they still go back and do the same thing,
but
man.
the difference is the difference now. Yeah, I know. I do the difference. That's not the difference between this Exodus, what happen here now, is that the Messiah himself going to put 230 people to death. It's not no more saving them and putting them in the wilderness again. It's death.
There's no Dasher saying these Isaiah 5:13 said, therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are vanished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. You see, dried up because they don't have this knowledge. The only job that like is only dry bones, you know. There are no light in them now, but because they receive the truth. Ayaba Hashem Yahushua, read 14, he said, therefore hell had enlarged herself and opened her mouth, open her mouth without measure. So that hell is the pressure we're going through now. Or the spin, understand that pressure. He said, hell open her mouth without measures, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. There he that, uplift himself in this kingdom. They'll just go down more into pressure.
Yeah,
That's the most I just doing
just
here.
imagine that. Jake is the lowest thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah, can't.
Lowest.
Yeah, that more like we were saying today after the football. Imagine life was like the football that Jake today score our history. And we didn't even say about it. Like to tell you how how the Jake's level low. You understand? Yeah, right.
Right there in Hosea 4, verse 16, he said, for Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. Right? He said, now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Now he said that now the Lord will feed them and direct what? The wickedness. Right? The people fall in the same wickedness, right? That they show unto the Most High going to do it back to you. Right? He said, Ephraim is joined to idols, let them alone. He said their drink is sour, they have committed whoredom continually. And not only Ephraim, but also the other tribes. Right? He said, this is 2 Ezra 7 verse 50. He said, for while we live and commit iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Yeah, I real big one. I real like that shit. Yeah, that's all right. A man don't even consider, boy. A man don't even consider that the payment he had to make or the payment he had to go through. As the brother was saying, the score for the payment he had to make or the payment he had to go through. As the brother was saying, the score for three, they say they will bring gun and shoot me and thing, boy, on the streets. The score for the label we as the wickedest thing. But through the spirit and power of our Hashem, we have faith because we know that we have brothers in higher power, boy.
That's right.
We are brothers, we are angels protecting me, boy. On a higher heights, boy. And the brother say everything is being recorded. So if the most going to protect the prophets until he see fit to remove them. Because at the end of the day, that's what we here for. That's the person who, but as you wake up to the truth, you're dead.
Yeah.
When you wake up to the truth, you're really dead. Because when you wake up to the truth, you really realize what you're here for. Is just to preach the word. Or you could be like a nigga and go back out the most. I could take away a spirit from you and you go back out in the world and just go back to sleep. But when you wake up to the truth, you're actually dead. Because you realize the life you're supposed to live now. The life you're supposed to live. This is why you was born here then. This is why you was created here. In this place here. To do the will, to do the work.
Let's go back to the brother say, he said those same spirits will take the trip. And I believe it's going back to what I was saying about the men, for the people who come against what you teach. Let them go and take the trip because if they ain't taking the word, yeah, that means and the word or the teach the trip, they're going to take the trip for sure. You know, at the end of the day. When you're promoting the trip, it's such a sweet thing. You know, it's such a sweet thing. But such a sweet thing.
When the government take control of the resources here in a country, what is going to happen? And you have to eat. These jakes know not more living by faith. These jakes know nothing more. And even a man faith really going to be tested.
They got a beyond that answer. Tell me, say many shall be purified and made white.
That's right.
Doctrine reveal understand by the wicked with ease.
That's right.
Like nothing.
Right.
I don't understand, sir. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
These are those 10 he said, many shall be made one of the wicked, the wise shall stand.
Yeah. And because
Yeah.
that's plain as it could be. That's plain as it could be.
And then, well, and then that also going after the so-called white man now. I go back, I see Brother comment from Popular say that, in Kenya, nah, oh, well, no, that's also talking about that speech military now. It's like 600 something like that. And that's and I just show the agenda they working with. So just peace and peace.
That's what it is. Yeah, the internet is on.
So message.
So,